Okay, good evening. Can we start? All set? Good to go? So guys, we are here to discuss what? Already we have finished RTP discussion. So I had said last week that we will do the next week MTP discussion. MTP1, which was done by our institute on, I think, September 2nd week. Okay. So yes, all set, good to go. Come on, guys. I need your support. See, like we did for the RTP. While discussing that particular question, I'm not just rushing through the question. I will just in a short way, I will discuss the concept. Is that okay? I know bit time will go, but still it should be useful for you. Okay. So, on your mark, get set, go. Okay, so here is the MTP. Okay. In fact, I'd seen this MTP only very recently. I had asked one of the students to send me from the app, BOS app. So just today only I saw the MTP, okay, today morning. So those who have attended the workout batch, let me know, because most of the questions like we have discussed, others you can try to solve out. Okay. So as you guys know, yes, first part is MCQ and second part is descriptive. So we'll start with the first part. Okay. Okay. Mr. Rajan, the CFO of mid-size company, received an email requesting him urgently to update his account details due to a supposed security breach. The said mail appears to be received from the company's bank accounts, looks official due to bank's logo and branding. Such email also includes a link to a website that resembles bank's login page. The concerned about the security of the company, Mr. Rajan clicks on the link and enters his, not company, but his login credentials. Later, IT department detected unauthorized access to company's financial accounts and identifies his credentials are compromised. Identify which type of cyber attack that Mr. Rajan fell victim to. Basically, which chapter is it? It is digital audit. In digital audit, there is a heading called as, come on, come on, cyber risk. In that, they are talking broadly about different varieties of cyber, like cyber risk, such as malware program. Then you have that denial of services, where you compromise the time. Then they are talking about phishing, where an email comes either to the top employee or individual, or through voice, or through call, phone, SMS. Then they are talking about the spoofing, identity-based, IoT, insider. One thing I left off, DNS tunneling. Okay. So which type of cyber attack they are talking to? Answer A, B, C, D. Which is the cyber attack which above case they are talking to? Just type the option. Okay. Smishing means something like smishing, SMS, text message. Wishing means voice message. Whaling is top organization staff to steal the money or information. Spear phishing. Okay, spear phishing, meaning individual or organization, individual or the organization through the emails, which is the correct option. But it's not the SMS, it's not the voice. It is either B or C, which is most appropriate. This is a type of, the main thing, this is a type of phishing. So the answer is C. Spear phishing. So that's the exact answer. Okay. So if one is clear, come on guys, can we go to 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2? But if one is clear, say 2, we'll proceed. DLF Limited has invited tender for appointing of statutory auditors across as Messrs Cross Limited. The previous auditor retired due to completion of terms. The tender is exclusively for CAs. Messrs SDS and Co has submitted the tender quoting the fees. Considering the nature and size of the business, contract was awarded to Messrs SDS and they were appointed for 3 years. Messrs SDS will be guilty of professional misconduct or not. And whenever it comes to PE, professional ethics, without even saying the options, can you say which clause is it? Responding to tenders, inquiry. Very good. It is 611. There is a restriction as per council. Can you respond to tenders? Generally, no. Unless in tender there should be a minimum fees. Or tender should be open to other than CAs. Meaning not exclusively for CAs. Here, is there minimum fees? No. Is it other than CAs open? No, it's exclusive. So can we respond? Answer is no. So, guilty. Now say the answer yourself. Yes, guilty as per 611, clause 6, part 1, first schedule. No, not guilty as per 611. Yes, guilty as per 7. No, not guilty as per 7. So the answer is clearly clause 611, guilty. Clause 6, part 1, first schedule. So the answer is A. So can we go to 3? There are 15 MCQs. Okay, so quick, 3. Okay. Messrs. Pihu and Associates are the auditors of Brick Limited. During the audit, CA Arpit, the partner, noticed the following. Notice received from various regulatory authority. Payment in fines and penalty. Unusual cash payments. Payment to government employees not supported by document. Heavy payment to legal counsel. But under which essay have you heard these? These are the indicators of. Is it 501, Kutta? No. These are the indicators of non-compliance or suspected non-compliance. Essay 250. Considerations of laws and regulations in an audit of FS. So doubt on internal controls. See, basically internal controls. Which essay will come? Deficiencies in internal control. If auditor identifies like significant deficiencies, he has to communicate with the TCWG management, 265. Non-compliance of law, that we already said, essay 250. Doubt on accounting system, that's a general thing. Going concern, essay 570. 3 indicators are there, financial, operational and others. Here, as you clearly said, which indicator? Notice received, payment of legal authority, fine. So answer is non-compliance of law. So these are the individual MCQs. Okay. So if this much is clear, can you say proceed so that we can start with case scenario? But life is a race. Run. Case scenario. MNO Limited, incorporated in the financial year 1980-81, is distinguished company. Whenever case scenario comes up, it's a big case scenario. See, you saw? You can do the reverse aspect also. For the exam, you can start from the question. For the time being, with your permission, I wanted to revise few concepts. Okay. So can we read through the question so that whatever is the related concept I can discuss? I don't want to rush through the question alone. That's why. But for the exam, you can do from question to passage. Okay. Where am I? As one of the oldest manufacturing companies in this sector, MNO operates with 2 plants and comprehensive distribution of network that spans across India. Remarkably, MNO was the first company to be listed on the stock exchange. So stock exchange, listed company. So for them, which requirement will come? SEBI LODR. For the exam, when you hear about the listed company, many things should come to your mind. Can we revise? What all should come to your mind when you hear about listed company? CAM will come, SA 701, SEBI LODR will come. Pinanda? Internal audit. Amrita, I think you're saying internal audit. Internal audit will come. Very good. NOCLER will come. BRSR, sustainability reporting will come. Anything did we leave? Very good. EQCR. Of course, financial controls, that will also come. Okay. So that's just the things which you have to think about when you hear about the listed company. Okay. Now proceed. Messrs. KP and Co, the auditors in the previous year, resigned. Messrs. JKL Associates and Co has been appointed as the auditor. In conducting the initial audit engagement, okay, company has simply placed reliance on the closing balance of preceding period. So which essay came to your mind? Initial audit engagement opening balance. Essay 510. There is a sentence in 510. Makla, Chelon, you remember? Or like you remember? Ordinarily, auditor can place reliance on the closing balance of prior period unless there is a skepticism. But you have to perform your audit procedures. You can simply rely. Okay. Can we proceed to next para? During the audit, auditor observed that company is unable to pay creditors on time. Company is not able to promptly comply with the terms of loan. Moreover, several key ratios are also adverse. In the view of above, but when you read this much, what will come to your mind even before reading the next sentence? Going concern, essay 570. Yeah, it's indicators. In the view of above, auditor asked the management to provide assessment of going concern. However, they did not do. They did not provide. Despite follow-up, management did not provide the requested assessment. As a result, auditor documented in his working paper. May I know what is your reporting requirements? What auditor will do? We asked management to do the going concern assessment. They did not do. Again, we requested, they did not provide. So we documented the reason in the working papers. So what auditor will do? Is it other matter para? Is it emphasis of matter para? Is it key audit matter? Is it modify? Or is it MU on GC para? Makla, can you say the answer as per 570? Okay, someone is saying CAM. Okay, any other answer? 5 options I said. CAM, material uncertainty para, modification, emphasis, OMP. See, I'm getting 2 answers. Some are saying CAM, some are saying 705. At a CAM, you put, okay, risk of material misstatement or misstatement, which you put in CAM? Risk, no. Here, is it a risk or is it misstatement? Like unavailability of evidence. It's not only risk, guys. It is misstatement like unavailability of evidence. We asked them, still they did not provide. We may do the procedure, but it is management's responsibility. So there is a sentence in 701. Key audit matter is not a substitute for modification. Whenever there is a modification, you have to modify. So this fact will come in where audit report under opinion and basis for opinion, not in CAM, because it is a issue which you have to report, you have to modify. Hey, those guys who said CAM, did you understand? It's not risk, guys. It is misstatement or unavailability of evidence, which you have to modify and put in opinion and basis. Clear? So this is something which requires modification. Next para. Apart from the above, company has, one of our friend is asking whether it should be included in MU and GC, material uncertainty para. Answer is, Kuta Niveda, we have studied, no? When you will add material uncertainty para, without modifying if you want to report. Here, modify LA. So it's not MU and GC, you should not add material uncertainty para. So material uncertainty para draft we have seen. Last sentence is, our opinion is not modified. Here you are modifying, so you should not add MU and GC. I mean material uncertainty para. Okay. Apart from the above, the company has one accounting software maintaining the audit trail. At audit trail, when you hear, two chapters should come to your mind. One, very good, 143.3J. Whether company has an accounting software, edit log, audit trail. One more chapter, internal audit, chapter number 16. You remember? Whenever there is an internal, whenever there is an audit trail, control should be there. Backup should be taken. Authorized access, user ID should be there. It should not be disabled. Okay. Here, is it 143.3 or usual control? They are saying as per Companies Act. So it is 143.3J. Okay. The auditor reported the said fact of not having edit log under other legal requirements in report. A lot of things are happening. We started with listed company, 510, going concern, then 143.3. Can I have a proceed if this much is clear? Okay. Apart from the above facts, several important financial information is tabulated. Paid up capital, P&L, turnover, inventory, cash loss, operating loss. You know the difference, right? Cash loss and operating loss. Okay. Out of the total inventory, 12.35 crores are lying with the third party. But inventory lying with third party, what came to your mind? SA 501, you will 501, you will obtain confirmation. Okay. And I just wanted to revise the topics. That's why I'm going like this. Are we clear? So if case study is okay, can you say Q4? As per the above requirement, and I just see answers you will easily say, even without me saying, because we have already analyzed the different concepts. So Para, tell me. 570, auditor should deal in a matter of unwillingness of management. Auditor should report as CAM. Auditor properly document and express unmodified opinion. Should report in EOMP, modified. So the answer is clearly, very good, modified. If there is any doubt, you should stop me. 5. As per SA 501, what is the correct audit procedure regarding the existence and condition of inventory 12.35 crores lying with third party. But even without saying, whenever there is a third party, you should obtain confirmation. So management explanation, confirmation, written representation should verify. So answer is external confirmation. So option is B, 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 B for bat. Okay. 6. And many times I've told you for professional ethics and CARO, never ever omit studying clauses. Earlier also, I used to say no. So there are every chances that they can ask with the clause number. See, look at the next one. State the amount required to be reported by auditor under clause 17 of CARO. Now you have to say, what is clause 17? You remember we prepared chart. Clause 17 is cash losses. So in the above, there was a table, which is the amount you have to report under clause 17. Can you say the amount? Cash losses, right? Which is 2.95. So the answer is C. But guys, trouble will come if you had left CARO clauses. So you'll think, which is the clause? So please don't omit CARO clause. Wherever you go, I'm there, that's CARO. 2 marks. Can I go to 7? Can we go to 7? I'll give you 1 minute rest after the question 7. According to Essay 510, which of the procedures can be implemented by Messrs. JKL and Co. to obtain evidence about opening balance? Essay 510. Closing balance of preceding period have been correctly brought forward to the current period. Performing procedures regarding opening balance. Determining whether opening balance reflects accounting policies application. Only 1, only 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. That's simple, no? Answer is and. You should see all the 3. See, I'm not just seeing this session as discussion of MTP. As I told you, we are revising few concepts. Okay. So you should be benefited. 2 hours you're spending approximately. So you should be benefited, no? Simply if you want to see answers, you can see. So guys, take rest for 1 minute. Exactly in 1 minute, say, proceed. See, whaling and in question number 1, no? See, in whaling, they are mainly saying top officials. No, you actually, is it malware, phishing, DOS? What is the exact one, Aditya? It is phishing of individual or organization. So phishing word comes in option C plus individual or organization. So out of the best option is C because it's saying phishing. Because plus they are saying about the login credentials. Login credentials mainly comes in Spear. Okay. Any other doubt? 10 more seconds. In 10 more seconds, I need everyone to say proceed, 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 proceed. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. And as I told you for the last question, examiner, you can read question directly. Here to revise concepts, I'm reading case study first. Start. EFG incorporated in 84-85. They distinguished itself as one of the top rapidly growing NBFCs, having principal business of granting loans. But whenever you think about NBFCs, broadly, NBFCs are divided into how many types? Broadly, two types. It can be either NBFC B or it can be NBFC NB. NB is again subdivided into NBSI. Or it can be ordinary. SI is systemically. Ordinary is ND. Okay, continue. Remarkably, EFG Limited holds notable achievement being the first NBFC listed in stock exchange, which underscores the longest and influential presence in the market. Over the years, company demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the compliance of SEBI. The steadfast adherence ensures that all are as per the standards. They are talking about the NBFC. Messrs. SDS and Co. thoroughly obtained understanding of the background of the company, legal requirements. You remember, in NBFC's audit procedure, there are 3 points. What are those 3 points in NBFC's audit procedure, general procedure? First, you should obtain an understanding. Second, you should verify whether they have proper accounting system and internal control. And third, you have to understand the business. And third, whether they have obtained certificate of registration. So I'm just revising the procedures general. Okay. During the audit of financial statement, auditor observed that company violated prudential guidelines of RBI. Since the company was a non-deposit taking, one case during the year under consideration, company had accepted deposit. Pause, guys. Let me know. What if they violated prudential norms? Like asset classification, income recognition, provisioning, they have violated. What you have to do? Whenever there is an adverse comments, unfavorable comments of RBI Act, RBI directions, their guidelines, you have to give a what report? Do you remember? You have to give a, that's right, you have to give a exceptional report to whom? Is it board of directors? Is it RBI? Is it shareholders? Exceptional report to RBI. Are you following? Now, there is one more issue which has happened. Company is basically non-deposit, but in one case, they accepted the deposit. There is a point, okay? Additional reporting. Additional reporting. In that, there is a point specifically with respect to non-deposit, whether they passed a resolution not to accept deposit, still they accepted deposit. If so, compliance with the norms, directions. Do you remember? Okay. Where did I leave? In this regard, management also provided a detailed note in FS and also repaid the amount. Considering the note, auditor feels the matter is important, requires attention of users. Like he feels it requires attention of users. So keep that in mind. The auditor of EFG Limited sent confirmation to 14 debtors as per 505. The requests were designed in such way that they will respond directly to the auditor only when they disagree. So which type of confirmation? Very good, negative. Now, when you hear about NBFC, what all will come to your mind? When you hear about NBFC, you are revising. One, Caro. Caro, clause. 10, 11, 16? 16, huh? Are you sure? Guruji lock? Okay, Caro 16. Then you will think about the NBFC chapter, which is chapter 14. So you got a small recap of NBFC here and there. So can we go to Q question? Considering the nature of business, which reporting clause of CARO would be applicable? And I will leave it to you 30 seconds time, or 10 seconds is enough after I read. You have to tell me the answer. Whether company conducted NBFC without valid COR. In respect of loans and advances, whether the repayment schedule of principal and interest are regular, repayment is regular. Whether company is required to be registered under section 45 IAA. Whether company has provided any loans, guarantee, security to any other entity. Out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, which all you have to report? 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 4. Reply please. A, B, C, D. Okay, all are saying answer is A. Now, okay, wait. CARO, which clause? They are reporting of CARO for the business. Makla, they have said considering the nature of business reporting under CARO. Nature of business reporting under CARO. So which clause? Clause 16. Clause 16 has how many subpoints? 4. What are those 4? Whether obtained COR? Okay. Then, whether obtained COR, then what is the next? Housing finance company. Whether it's a housing finance company, if so, whether they have done. C, what was the next one? What was the next one? CIC, if more than one CIC. Which points you have to report here? You guys said 1 and 3. So which points, guys? See, is it A? Can you just rethink again? If A, all said A. Eda, I feel, okay, now you're changing the answer to B, C. Now wait, isn't there a clause like this? Not in CARO clause 16, otherwise, isn't there a clause where the company is regular in repayment of dues? Tell me. Not under clause 16. I do agree it's not in clause 16. But where is another place? I think it's clause 9. Isn't there where the company is regular in repayment? But they asked you only CARO. They didn't ask you CARO clause 16. Did they ask you CARO clause 16? So, what all you have to report? This is loans guarantee that we need not report to any other entity, whether subsidiary, joint venture. This no need. Okay, I do agree. So answer is, isn't it 1, 2 and 3? So isn't it B most appropriate? If you think of only CARO clause 16, 16 matram think edal. If you think of only Caro clause 16, adu mattum think panna. If you think that alone, it is A. But if you think the entire Caro as such, they asked you like that only. So shouldn't the answer be B? And I want you to say, if understood, put understood. You. Okay. So learn it, guys. If you made a mistake, similar question, if it comes, you won't make mistake. Okay, 9. What is auditor's responsibility when audit of EFG for the previous year has not been conducted by current auditor? Or we did not do the audit of previous year. So what is your responsibility? The auditor needs to report such matters in OMP. Needs to report such matters in EOMP. Auditor shall obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence that OB does not contain misstatement. So may I have your answer? But you have to report under OMP, predecessor auditor's name. Plus, isn't it an initial audit engagement? SA 510, in initial audit engagement, what you have to say? What you have to do? Obtain evidence about opening balance. So answer is 1 and 3. So A. Prema, it's not EOMP. It's a matter other than A. So answer is not B, it's A. Can we go to 10? That's okay. In the given case, what is the reporting requirement in relation to SA 250 for violating the guidelines? SA 250, yeah. The auditor is required to report such matters in main report under OMP. Such matters required to report in main report under the heading EOMP. Such matters are reported under EOMP and RBI. Apart from other matter para, report to RBI. What we said in the case study. Where is that? There is a violation, so you have to send exceptional report. Plus, auditor wants to draw attention of FS. So, UMP or OMP? It is EOMP. So, answer is C. Okay. So, guys, take rest for 1 minute. Only one more case scenario. With that, MCQ is over. And I would have 15 questions, 2 marks each, 30 marks. For the exam, I think probability of more integrated case study, because in a case study, if you see essay will come, PE will come, what else? NBFC. As I said, a humble request, don't leave any chapters. Assume a lot of kids are leaving that chapter, Keto, what you call digital audit. I got a message also, digital audit, mainly because it's so dry, a lot of IT concepts. But the problem is MCQ started with digital audit. First question. Even in RTP, there was a question. Had you left that chapter, 2 marks, easy scoring. Gone. So if you find any chapter as issue, do one thing, study in a way, if an MCQ was asked, you should be able to answer. MCQ, at least for the MCQ, you should be able to answer. Is that clear? And out of 30 marks, our aim is to score somewhere 25 plus, which you can easily score if you know the chapter's concepts and the things. It's not presentation. 10 seconds, guys. Life is a race. Run. Say proceed. Okay, start. CA Ram, CA Lakshman are close friends and are into practice as sole proprietor. Both decided to expand their focus on taking up more assignments in the field of GST. On back of the same, they decided to conduct a joint training session of their clients on GST and decided to share the fee collected thereof. Can they conduct joint training sessions? Can they share the fees? Yes. Where have you learned this? Okay, where have you learned this? Evidence. It is under PE. Okay, professional ethics. In professional ethics, where they can conduct the training sessions and share the fees. But I got two reply. No, I got only one reply. Self-regulatory measures. Amrita, is that the place, Kuta? Council guidelines. Okay. 311. 311 is accepts. 1111. Oh my God. Very good. It is under ESB's decision. Ada, you go back and check out the notes. If you have the class notes, you can check out. In ESB decisions, we have said there is a point towards the end, 34. If you have the notes, ESB decision towards the end, there is a point. Joint training can be conducted. It's not clause, guys. They invited another CA from professional circle to join the initiative. However, the person declined the same, informing that it is against ethics and disciplinary action. Right, conducting training and sharing of the fees. Guilty or not guilty? It is not guilty. Can we proceed to the next para? The partners of Messrs. AK and Associate is a close friend of CA Ram. The firm was involved in an audit of listed company, which is required to submit BRSR. At a BRSR, Business Responsibility Sustainable Reporting, which companies have to give in India? And is it top 1000 or top 500? 1000 or 500? 1000. And somewhere we have learned 500 in BRSR. I mean, just for reference. Integrated reporting. You remember? Integrated reporting is not a mandatory for, it's voluntary for top 500. Okay. The company being audited into thermal energy production, they have submitted the details about total emissions and detailed energy consumptions. And a BRSR divided into three parts. In last part, or in the notes I've marked, a BRSR has how many principles? 9. 9 principles. One is mandatory, second is voluntary. Whenever it comes to emerging audit, you're silent. And BRSR has 3 parts: general, disclosures, principles, etc. In principles, there are mandatory disclosures as well as the voluntary disclosures. But am I right? Okay, so I'm not discussing now since you are not okay. I mean, let that take rest. As a gesture of helping the firm, partner suggested CA Ram's name to the post of becoming a member in the board of management of a cooperative primary urban society. But can a member become a director in the board of cooperative primary urban society? Can you become a director in cooperative urban society? What are your professional ethics? Can I have the reply? Okay, I'm getting answers as no. Others, can you just go through? Yes. Answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Where? Very good. It is under ESB decision. Under ESB decision. And if you are not well versed with ESB, there is full discussion video in the YouTube with the notes. Kindly view that and download, okay? Answer is yes, but he should not be involved in full activities. He should be receiving only what fee? Sitting fees. Okay. Okay. Next. Like, can I have a proceed? It's a big question. See, had I gone directly to the question, I could not have discussed this. That's why like this. CA Ram was acting as an internal auditor. The company decided to raise more funds for expanding the business. Ram, observing the business model, he was keen on investing in the company. As a result, he decided to invest. CA Lakshman got to know about this information and immediately urged Ram to resign. The reason that, look, internal auditor cannot hold shares of the company. However, Ram said nothing will happen since it's only 9.75. Can Ram, the internal auditor, hold shares? Answer is yes. There is a point, okay, where you have studied, you will tell me in PE. Holding of shares applies only for statutory auditor and tax auditor. It does not apply for internal auditor because internal auditor is, he can be even an employee of the company. For employees, you remember ESOP will be allotted, employee share option plans. So if he can be an employee of the company, he can opt for ESOP. So he can hold the shares. Even if you forgot ESB decision, logically think like that. Employee ki ESOP will be there. So shares can be taken. Where have you studied this point? Basically, it is ESB decision. There is a link to clause 4, part 1, second schedule, substantial interest. But Prema, where it is said specifically, it's under ESB decision. Wow, wow, wow. Last para. Come on, guys. Can I proceed? CA Lakshman was the auditor of GH Finance Private Limited, NBFCs who headquartered in India. The company's treasury department undergone changes. Due to this situation, company reached out to the auditor who was into equity research advisory to support the company. CA Lakshman wanted to consult with Ram for the service. So can you do equity research advice? Answer is allowed. However, he shall not publish the report. Where have you learned this? PE. Okay, where? ESB. And actually, this entire case study is dedicated to ESB decision mainly. Can give advisory, but do not publish the report. ESB is very important. With those in mind, can we go to MCQ? After discussing the 4 MCQs, I'll give you a rest of 2 minutes. Whether act of conducting joint training session on GST by Ram and sharing the fees leads to misconduct? Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. No. Answer is clearly no. See, there is no clause. It is ESB. Here you will feel very easy and very fast we go because we have already discussed all the provisions. For the exam, when you read the question, provision should come. D for dog. 12. With regards to BRSR reporting, here there is a small issue. I will come. The data on total emissions and energy full consumption on plants. How do you treat them? Hello guys, I want people to reply over here. How many of you have left BRSR, I mean emerging areas? Say me, left without studying till now. Wow, how many me's? Adam, I'm just saying, those who have attended the class, I've given revision video on that. Okay. Why you guys saying me? Ada, those who have attended the class, please, it's my humble request. I just go through the revision video of that 1 hour. Keto, I'm not calling out the names up. Okay. Now assume you guys have left off. Okay. You know only something. BRSR. I've given a list actually. BRSR has 3 parts. Okay. Third part, 9 principles. Principles is divided. And now you listen, even if you have left. First is general, then about the pattern. Third is about the 9 principles. In the 9 principles, first 2, 1 and 2. One is mandatory principles. And second is voluntary. Mandatory principle is otherwise called as essential principles. Excuse me, very important. Voluntary is called as leadership. Can you please learn this now? BRSR is broadly divided into 3 parts, mainly 9 principles. In that, 2 disclosures. 1, mandatory means essential. It's very crucial for the public. 2 is voluntary, leadership, may or may not. Now, logically, you have left that topic. Okay. Now you read and logically try to answer. Total emissions. Is it important or unimportant for a public? A factory is emitting this much pollution. Important. So logically tell me, will it come under mandatory or voluntary? Okay. So it is mandatory. Second, future energy consumption plans of the company. It's not present. It's future energy consumption plans of the company where it will come. Very good. Voluntary. Not so important, voluntary. Ada, even if you have not studied the chapter, with this much in mind, can't you digest this? Okay. Now tell me what is the answer. I'm mute. Both are mandatory. Essential indicators emission, future voluntary. Details of consumption leadership considered optional disclosure. Emission is optional, it seems. Both are optional. So answer is A. But that chapter is like, a chapter I felt, I'm just saying, it's like a commerce, business studies, BCom chapter wherein it's full theory. With all due respect to BCom commerce, I'm not saying it's like a theory chapter. But at some points, you can apply the logic and answer, even if you have forgotten. That's what I showed you. Mansilayo Purinjacha. Understood? What was Telugu for Mansilai? You poya. Ardhamaitu. Adu. Makla, I'm really sorry for this question. You should study that chapter. Okay. Just say. Question 13. Futuristic plan on energy consumption can be characterized under which national guidelines on responsible business conduct? Again, konjam logic, konjam padichadu. I mean, some logic and something you have studied. Something Korchu logic apply. Is it ethics, transparency, accountability? Consumption, national guidelines, restoration of environment, respect to the shareholders, influence of regulatory policy. See, clearly, it's not respect to the shareholders. It's not ethics. Is it B or D, which is more apt when you think logically about energy consumption, etc.? It comes under natural sources, something related to environment. So think logically also, even if you have not studied those 9 principles. Answer should be very good. Answer should be B. But you understood? Now don't think, oh ma'am, we have not studied that chapter, a lot of questions. Yes, you just go through some point if the time allows. Even if not, think logically, some points you will get. Principle, if you want to answer descriptive question, mone പഠിക്കണം. അല്ലാതെ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ലോജിക് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം. മനസ്സിലായോ കുട്ടാ? ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ നീ പറ ലോജിക്കലി അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാൻ നിനക്ക് കിട്ടൂലേ? I'm sorry. He was asking how to do that. Why you should have all the fun? Unless you say 14, I won't go. Okay. By accepting the offer to become a member of the board of management of KYC Cooperative Bank, do you think Ram is guilty? Already we have said, you can become the director, member of a cooperative bank, but he should accept only sitting fee. Is it guilty? Yes. Permissible to become a member. See, Ram will be guilty. Permissible to become member, hence not guilty. Yes, guilty. So answer is C. But had you left the ESB decision, it would go wrong. Okay. C. Wow. Last question. 15. In the given case, it is mentioned CA Lakshman is a practicing CA and also engaged in equity research advice. Do you think Lakshman will be held guilty? No, yes. Cannot, yes. Clearly, we said equity research advice is okay, cannot publish the reports. ESB decision. So the answer is yes, A. But may I have your reply? How is the MCQs? I felt two places you went missing. Can I point out? Not that fault finding, Allah. Don't think I'm fault finding. Okay. One is Caro, that particular question. Okay. You learned something from Caro. Second, other NBFC. Second place is emerging audit. Emerging audit lab. If you have time, go through the revision video. If not, at least learn. There are 17 SDG goals, 3 pillars, 9 principles in BRSR, 6 integrated reporting, 6 Cs. Like that, have a broad outline. Then with applying the logic, you can do. And my humble request for the last time, please don't leave that chapter. Is that clear? Okay. So can you take rest? With that, with that, what over? MCQs. Okay. So take rest. After that, we will go with descriptive. Two options are there. One, I can discuss and show directly the MTP answer from the MTP. Second option, like we did for RTP, you remember I will write the keywords, then make you say putting some dash and show you the presentation. You remember for RTP we did? Which one you want me to do? Directly show the answer, make you say, and then say the presentation and go? First one we will finish in half an hour. Second one, it will take 1 hour time. Is it okay if we take some 1 hour? Okay. So in 1 minute, let me know by saying proceed. Give me a second, I'll be back. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. At a 15 minutes reading time, what are you supposed to do or what are you planning to do? 15 minutes reading time. In 15 minutes reading time, better, in my opinion, to go through the question number 2 to 6. Don't read MCQ. I think they won't give you. Don't read question number 1 because it is compulsory. Question 1 is compulsory. Just go through question number 2 to 6. Why? One question you can leave in the option. So kindly decide in 15 minutes which question you are going to leave in the option. Okay. Who all are eating the dinner now? If you are ready, can you put ready for descriptive? No, one of the point is they should have the minimum net own funds, but they can take the corrective action, submit the form, etc. later on. Aksha? Okay, on your mark, get set, go. And I'll read the question, then I'll show you, you have to answer. Along with the presentation format, I'll say how to present in the exam. Spice Limited is a fast-moving consumer goods company having tea gardens in northern eastern states, exclusively dealing in blending processing. During the year under audit, company entered into a joint venture. Messrs. Dharam and Associates are the auditors of the company. During the audit, team was unable to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence about a single element in CFS. Being the joint venture representing 89% of total groups. The group investment is 120 crores. 120, 89% percentage you are not able to get. Draft the opinion para, basis for opinion para in auditor's report. Which opinion are you going to draft? I got 2 answers. Adverse disclaimer. Is it adverse or disclaimer? Okay. They said 89% you are unable to obtain evidence, material and pervasive. So the answer should be disclaimer of opinion. Now I will show you. 1 second. Okay. Just give me a second. My screen. Okay. And at this PDF, like I did for RTP, I will share you. So don't worry. Now just see the answers. Okay. This PDF. So first you will start by writing heading. At a presentation, bigile mukyam, very important. You write as heading, reporting requirement, any heading. Then either you can start as per essay or you can start with the facts. Anything is fine. You'll write facts of the case. In the given case, so and so company, 89% they are unable to obtain evidence. Then you write 89% unavailability of sufficient and appropriate evidence. This is material and 89% is material as well as pervasive. Hence, you have to express which opinion? Disclaimer of opinion as per essay 705. Then you will write 705 name and explanation of disclaimer. Thank you guys, thank you. Then draft. Draft, you will draft both the para. Which para you will draft? Basis for, first we'll draft opinion. What is the heading? Put disclaimer of opinion. Heading, disclaimer of opinion. Then, how will you draft? Just tell me the bulletin. We were engaged, okay, to conduct the audit of so-and-so company. Company name I forgot. Spice Limited. We were engaged to conduct the audit of Spice Limited. Spice Limited is the entity name. I'll write Spice here. Of Spice Limited for the year ended 31st March 2024 of balance sheet, P&L, notes, etc. Then what you write? Now, this is the first para in disclaimer. In the next, this is para 1. In para 2, what you will write? Because of significance of matters in. Because of significance of matters in which para? Matters in. Basis for disclaimer of opinion para. We are unable to obtain evidence and thereby unable to express opinion. Are you getting the point? So you have drafted disclaimer of opinion para. But one more para you have to draft. Guys, which para? Hey, why did it come? Okay, sorry. Basis. At a heading, please. Basis for disclaimer of opinion. How will you start? We have conducted our audit as per essay. Will you start like this? No. Basis for opinion para should start with the reason. So you will say the group investment of, you have to quantify. You have to quantify wherever possible. Quantify group investment of 120 crore, of which joint venture amounting to approximately, no, exactly 89% of evidence not able to obtain evidence. Okay. Then you can continue evidence. Okay. Then you can continue. Either you can stop it here. RTP, they are stopping it. RTP, MTP answer, they are stopping it here. Practically speaking, do we stop here? No. Then you will say we have conducted our audit as per essay. For further reference, refer auditor's responsibility para. We have complied with the ethical requirements independent of entity. Don't write the sentence, we believe we obtained evidence. Why? Disclaimer. Are you clear about Q1? I mean question 1A. I am saying for the last time, I won't repeat. I can easily show you the answer in the MTP and go. But I wanted you guys to say and you guys to appreciate. That's why I'm sitting and preparing the notes. Okay. But if 1A is clear, why waiting? Rest is only after question 1. Say B. Where is B? Yeah. Start. As an auditor of Growth Limited, you have sent positive confirmation to 45 creditors of the company. All the creditors are in informal and small concern. You choose to send positive confirmation request to all the above parties at their business addresses. After discussing the matter, CFO is cooperative. Do not raise any hassles. Responses to confirmation request are received within a week time. Your article clerk informs that out of 45 creditors, GST registration amounting to 38 has been cancelled. Further, he informs that no fresh registration is provided. How will you deal with the matter? Those who have attended the workout or regular batch of number 24, do you remember this question we discussed? We discussed even intensive batch, yeah. We discussed question same, but maybe figures will be a little different. Now say, what is the answer? Yes. Can you say me the answer? And our first step was, which essay related question is it? Which essay? 505. Very good. So can we start the answer by putting a heading? Just put a heading. External confirmation. Okay. So then you start explain as per essay 505. Okay. Auditor can send the external confirmation. Okay. And if the response is, towards the end, there is a thing, no? If the response is not reliable, now what will you do? You got the response from the parties, but it is unreliable. What will you do? You will see what is the risk, whether there is a fraud risk factor. You will perform more, correct, extent for audit procedure. Now, ma'am, all this we understood, but why did you or how did you arrive at the conclusion not reliable? Out of the number I forgot, okay, 45, 38 people have cancelled the registration, meaning they have closed. Still they got the reply. Business illa, but reply kittiyennu. Business illa, but reply kadichachu. So don't you think the reply from the party appears to be a fake party? If the registration is cancelled, business is closed. So how can they reply? So it appears that response not from intended confirming party, CP is confirming party. So as per essay 500, maybe fictitious. Whenever it is unreliable, you have to obtain more audit evidence. Okay, this much you will explain. Then you will write the facts of the case. In the given case, 40, I forgot the number, 48 or 45 or 45. Out of it, 38 cancelled. Still you got the reply. PAN, they have not taken new. So conclusion. Can you say what is the conclusion? That's important. 1 mark will be for the conclusion here. In the view of above, auditor of the company has to do. Come on. In the view of above, auditor of the company has to do additional procedure and evaluate what factor? Very good. Fraud risk factor. See, don't write modify. Maybe you can write and analyze its impact on audit report. Don't write modify, Gato, because we don't know whether it is actual or it's just a risk. Are we clear? After next question, 2 minutes rest. Can you say C? 1C? And I will share this PDF in the channel, so don't worry, just continue. Okay? Okay. Read. CA Shobit is conducting an audit of XYZ Limited for the year. The company is engaged in handicraft items in Europe. The audit is nearing completion. However, it becomes known to CA Shobit that one of the overseas buyers had made a legal claim against the company. Caused injury to one of the buyer. The management of the company has decided to agree out of court settlement of 4 crore. In August, you are completing in July. The financial statements of the company are silent on this issue. Discuss how Shobit will proceed with the matter. Financials, they have not shown. July. Okay. June, you came to know August. I just want you to say which essay related or which topic related. Earlier also I've given you checklist. Haven't I given checklist? 5 points keep in mind. Is it essay or other topic? Essay. If essay, which essay? Which essay? 560, subsequent events. In essay, what are you supposed to write? Your objective as an auditor, event occurring between FS date, audit report, whether adjusted or disclosed. Respond appropriately to the facts that become known. You will elaborate with the facts and conclude. Haven't I given you 5 checklists earlier also? Okay. Can we say the presentation? Here. So guys, put the heading. Any heading would do, Keto. Heading no separate marks. Just for format. So first you will start as per essay 560. Okay. You will write any events occurring after the date of FS and audit report and facts that become known. Auditor should ensure whether subsequent events are properly dash or dash in FS. May I know the keyword? Are either properly adjusted or disclosed in the FS. For this, auditor has to obtain. Ridwane, better to say the word adjusted or disclosed, Mane. Present is also right. Better adjusted or disclosed. So for this, you have to obtain. They have to do a lay. Obtain. Sufficient and appropriate? Not exactly. Others, obtain. Written representation from management that. Don't write obtain written representation. Incomplete, you will not get the marks. Obtain written representation from management as per essay 580 that subsequent events occurring between these dates are either adjusted or disclosed in FS as per AFRF. Usually I've seen students write obtain WR as per 580, incomplete. You will explain whenever you write obtain WR, you will explain it. Can you acknowledge whether you heard it? Okay. But I think I just, okay. But so till now you are writing the provisions. Next parallel, you write the facts. Facts is easy question. So, how do you conclude? Therefore, conclusion, therefore, auditor has to ensure that appropriate adjustment or disclosure is made. Did they do? Company's FS is silent. No. So, in absence of above, auditor shall analyze its impact on opinion. As per essay 705. And now don't write 705 alone, write name, modifications to opinion in independent auditors report. And one more thing, what I feel I'm saying, I may not be always correct, but still I'm saying my feeling. Whenever you conclude, usually I've seen students conclude by writing, therefore auditor will analyze the impact. Correct. When you write the conclusion, write it in 2 sentences. Whatever you have explained above, summarize in 1 sentence. This much we explain. Summarize in 1 sentence. Therefore, auditor has to ensure adequate adjustment or disclosure. 1 sentence, summary. Then you will say, if not, modify. Not modify, analyze the impact. Makle, did you understand? അതായത് മേളിൽ എഴുതിയത് എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഒരു സെന്റൻസിൽ സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് കൺക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യുക. Whatever you have written above, just conclude in 1 sentence and then put your conclusion. Usually I've seen students miss out this point. Are we clear? Now this session is mainly, as I told you earlier also, 3 things. 1, MTP. 2nd, revision of some topics. 3rd, presentation. That's why I'm sitting and saying all these things. So take rest. In 1.5 minutes, I wanted you to say, proceed. 1.5 minutes. Hello guys, what's up? Something talk? No, 1 minute you talk. Baby, calm down, cool time. Oh. No ma'am, we are serious. Why? Yes, conclusion part, basically the conclusion is you'll analyze the impact and modify. That's the answer. But always better if you can, in the conclusion, the entire whatever you written above, that thing you will summarize in 1 sentence and then you can conclude. Indrajit, Manslayo, are you Malayalam or Tamil? If you are, okay, sure. Ade, 30 more seconds in that, say Q2. Always if possible, please quote essay name also with the number. Niveda, I will come up with the plan by October mid. Is that okay? Because I think mentoring session, we have almost reached middle 60 to 70%. Let's complete in next 10 days. After that, I'll give you both the plans, how to revise auditing in 10 days and 1.5, both video I'll give you. Maklai, come on, can we go to Q2? Cho. Okay. Q2. Where is Q2? Here. CAJ is the statutory auditor of branch of a nationalized bank. During the audit, he is focusing on verification of current accounts, savings account. Suggest a few audit procedure. This question is like vouching verification, enter items in FS part. At a current account, saving account, what all you will verify. In this question, I just want to know the presentation, okay? Is there essay? No. Is there as per section? No. So how would you present? Or just put a heading, audit procedure for current account, savings account. Then you will write, that's it. Following are the audit procedure for verifying current account, savings account, nothing else. No as per section essay. But even if you have not so familiar with the topic, you can easily say, practically think, current account, savings account. Okay, it's one of the major balance in balance sheet. So will you check the 100%? No. The first auditor will check it on a what basis? They will check it on a sample basis. And I don't write sample basis. Verify the current and savings account on a sample basis, whether it complies with the guidelines and norms. Second, check the calculation of current account, savings account. Check the calculation of interest. Okay, and ensure that it is paid. Then check dash receipt from the customers. If there is a current account, you will receive what? Confirmation, whether it agrees with the balances. In a current account, savings account, if there is a debit balance, it should not be netted off. It should be shown separately only. You shouldn't net off with the credit. It should be shown separate. Then you will check the what account? Inoperative account. Even practically for bank audit, you check no huge inoperative accounts. Whether it complies with the RBI norms, you will also check the KYC. Know your client. But one request, don't write in check sampling basis the accounts. No. Elaborate in one sentence, and if time permits, highlight. The auditor shall check the interest calculation, whether it is properly shown as per the applicable rates. Just underline the interest. Are you getting the point? In the full sentence, just highlight the keyword. Why no reaction here? Can we go to B? Oh my God, this question is so famous, I guess. Many places we have seen. Mr. Aditya, a CA, was the auditor of Draw Limited. During the financial year 23-24, investment appeared in the balance sheet 23 lakhs. The same was in the last year. Later on, it was found that it is only 76,000. It was inflated for obtaining bank loan. So as per professional ethics, you have to reply. Which clause it will come? 612, 7, 7. Okay, Ridwan, I understood. Is there any clue in the question that it is knowingly? Rahul? No. Unless, I've said many times, unless there is a knowingly 512 or 612 or and 612, it will not come. So there is no hint knowingly. So don't think of clause 5 and clause 6 of part 1 second schedule because there is no knowingly. So which clauses will come? All of you are saying correctly. Grossly negligent 712. But my question is it only 712? You have not obtained the evidence. Very good. 812. Plus one more. It seems like certifying without examination. So 212. Very good, Prema. Ada, look at her. She said everything. 3 answers are there for this, all the 3. Now wait, I will say how to present. Put a heading, chartered accountant grossly negligent. Now you write clauses 712, 812. I'm saying clause part scheduler. Clause 2 part 1 second schedule. When you write it, you will explain the clauses. Explain means clause you will write 712. A CA in practice shall be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if does not exercise due care or grossly negligent. 812 you will write the body. 212 also you will write the body of the clause. Then guys, you will write primarily. Rahul, you asked me, for most of the question, one logical sentence should be there. You remember we discussed one logical sentence. Primary duty of verification of investments is with the management. But auditors should verify, he should not blindly rely on what is shown. Then, facts of the case. 76,000 something. Therefore, but how will you write? Therefore, CA is guilty as per 712, 812 as above. Did you hear what I said here? One sentence, some logic, like connecting the clauses with the question you will write. If you write like this, examiner will be saying, wow. Go. Allah, where to go? Beach, park. Come on, guys, where to go? See. Where is he? Oh. CA Kabir, the auditor assigned to conduct remote audit. The audit will be conducted virtually using online platform. What key considerations should CA Kabir address to ensure effectiveness of remote audit? Which chapter? Digital audit. I've said specifically not to leave digital. Okay. Digital audit, what they're asking? Remote audit. There are three considerations. Logically think, when you do, there are two options, either to go for remote audit or to do it physically. So first you have to check whether feasible. Is it feasible? Yeah. Second, you have to be concerned about the confidentiality, data protection, and risk. I will show you the answer, don't worry. So put a heading. Any heading would do. Remote audit. Now you write in a sentence, remote audit increases the efficiency and effectiveness since time savings. However, it may impact the audit. Hence, following are the key consideration. See, here also there is no as per essay, no as per section. So just write one sentence. Remote audit increases efficiency and effectiveness since time saving may be there. However, it may impact audit. Following are the considerations. But may I have you reply? Three consideration. Whether, okay, feasibility and planning. Here, you will just explain something. When you have to finish, which platform, whether it is through Zoom, whether Google Meet, what else, Microsoft Teams, all these things you can write. How the documents will be shared to the auditor. Feasibility. Next, you have to see hackers, confidentiality, security, data protection. So data protection, whether encryption is possible, as per laws and regulation, you can obtain an agreement. But I left off the last point. Feasible plan. Finally, you have to see the risk assessment. Whether it's meeting the objective and whether it is clear. mean, auditor and management is having a clarity on how the audit should be conducted. You understood the presentation? Q1 over, Q2 over. Now, 3, 4, 5, 6. So take rest for 1 minute and say Q3. Okay. So life is a race. Run, 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 run. Can we run? Here. Ba. What's it? Okay. Why am I showing you the answer? Rahul. Padukar. Start, guys. Deepthi and Co. CAs during the audit of Magma Limited found that certain machinery imported for production of new product. Okay. Although auditors have applied the concept of materiality to the FS, they now want to re-evaluate the materiality. Give your views. Actually, your mind should go, yeah, can they revise the materiality? Can they re-evaluate the materiality? Yes. But the problem is, ma'am, okay, we understand. But what to write for 4 marks? At least some of you would have thought or think now. And tell me what to write for 4 marks. So basically, put the heading. Any heading, materiality. Now, which essay? As per essay 320, whenever you write the essay, write the name if possible, materiality in planning and performing the audit. You'll explain the concept of materiality. An item is said to be material if omission or commission affects users' decision making. Auditors shall decide the materiality for A, B, C, D. Account balance, class of transaction, disclosure, including aggregate materiality. What is aggregate materiality called as? Performance materiality. Now you'll write, auditor may revise the materiality when new facts, circumstances, new information, better understanding of the entity. Now there is a Bigile Mukyam, very important sentence. I'm sure that you'll have in your notes. In the event of becoming aware of a fact that would have caused the auditor to fix different materiality initially, auditor shall revise. I'll say in 2 languages. Auditor ke endo aranju. Idu adave aranjirunengil vera materiality fix cheyidene. Engil ippo revise. Auditor ke ennamo theriya vandhathu. Idu first day therinjirundha, he would have fixed different materiality. Ipo enna pananum? Revise. Achacho, in the event of becoming aware of a fact that would have caused the auditor to fix different materiality initially. Now auditor shall revise. That sentence is very important. This much you will write it in the first portion. Now you write the facts. Okay. Sorry. Performance materiality I've already said. If lower materiality, revise performance materiality and do the procedure. Now you write the facts. How you conclude? Based on the above, auditor can re-evaluate the materiality as per essay 320. Can you say whether there are contents to write for 4 marks. I just wrote the keywords. But what I've seen at times is students will directly come to these points only. They don't go to performance materiality. They don't say about ABCD. At times you don't explain what is materiality. This much you have to write. Sad guys. Why? Say B. Workout batch kids. Kanda ormayundo. Pathirukengala. Have you seen this question somewhere? See guys, I'm very happy with that. This MTP yesterday night, I asked Amrita and Divya only to send. Okay, after our batch was over. So I was so happy that many questions, maybe 5 questions which we have discussed in that, it's here. Okay, start. Others, I want everyone to reply for this question. Some will reply fast because they already know. But the figure is different. Singh Limited is a company registered under Co-Act. Companies engage in the business of obtaining loans and advances for the year ended 31st March. Paid up capital 50, non-current assets 61, current assets 312, total asset, intangible asset, profit, income from investments, gross income. Director intended to apply for registration. Advice. Can everyone reply? For meeting the criteria of NBFC or to be an NBFC, they should pass 50:50 test. 50 means financial asset divided by total asset. Makla, I will wait. Can you say the calculation in the question? How much is financial asset? Take your calculator or mobile and calculate. Financial asset, please. This is financial asset. This is financial asset. Add it, 374. Very good. Total asset. Others also reply. It's not 620. Total asset minus intangible asset. You remember? 608 into 100. It comes to more than 50%, no? 60 point something. How much? 60.32. Okay. 61. Whatever it is. I'm not. Okay. 61.51. Okay. Thank you. I'm not calculating since you're saying. Now, second, financial income divided by total income. Can you say? What is financial income? 68. Total income? 118.75. Percentage, please. 57. Okay, 57 point something. Okay, 26. So both are exceeding 50%. Therefore, they are eligible for registration. Are we clear? So just for the presentation sake, I'm not recalculating. Presentation only. No kike? Paranga? See guys. So you'll write the heading NBFC registration. Then you will write what? NBFC, they have to meet the asset and income pattern. To be treated as NBFC when 50% financial income of total income, where total income you will write it total income, financial asset, no? Financial asset, total asset, where total asset will exclude which asset? Intangible. Then you'll explain 50% of financial income and total income. Then you'll write the facts. Then you should show the calculation. How much is the financial asset? We calculated, no? Financial asset is 374. Total asset is 608. So percentage is 61 point something. Then financial income, how much? How much? 68. Total income is 118.75. Then that is 57%. 57, no? Fulfills both the criteria. Therefore, can obtain registration under section 45 IA of RBI Act. Along with the concluded necessary documents, assembly you can go. You have to submit along with necessary documents with RBI. With the numerics, you have to write. That's why I've asked you to go to auditing exam also with the calculator. Can we go to Q3? Question 3, part C. Come on, guys, see. CA Shubh, a CA practicing in the field of IS audit. He is considered one of the experts. ZX Limited, a company engaged in MCS, offered him position as managing director. Shubh accepted the position of director without obtaining prior permission. One of his friends said he cannot retain full-time COP, cannot do attestation function, etc. Can you reply? Which part? Professional ethics. Okay. In professional ethics, which clause or which point? Ethics, come on, when ethics comes, you have to say, I'm looking at you. Okay, I'm getting the answer as 11-1. Guilty or not guilty? Okay, guilty. Why did you say? For becoming managing director, MD, you need a special permission, right? Actually, 11-1-1 you can quote. Correct. But guys, there is one council guidelines. Orkunundo. If you have the class notes, we would have put a heading. Guidelines for corporate form of practice. And I'll wait for 30 seconds. Can someone check the council guidelines? I don't remember which point. End point. Towards the end, I guess. Or middle. Kittio. Kadchacha. Those who have the notes. Towards middle. Okay, 10th point. Okay. Corporate form of practice. Allowed or not allowed? It is allowed. But you should be doing only MCS. And this corporate form of practice should be registered with the institute. You can become the MD or whole-time director despite holding COP. Can you acknowledge whether you have written this much? Yes, no? Yes. Here, he is becoming an MD in not Sada company. He is becoming MD only in an MCS. Ridwane, which fact should be intimated to ICA? That is, it's a corporate form of practice and that corporate form should be registered with ICA. Can you become an MD or WTD in such form? Answer is yes. So, it is valid, not guilty. Where? Okay, format. MD position. What you said was right. You can write as per clause 1111 engages in any business or occupation, blah, blah, blah. That clause you can write. But main, as per, don't read central government that as per council guideline, corporate form of practice is allowed. He can hold MD or WTD position, provided that corporate form is approved by ICI and it is only for providing MCS, Management Consultancy Services under Section 224. Not required to obtain prior approval under 190A. It is 190A in clause 1111. Since it is corporate form of practice, then you'll write the facts. How do you conclude? Therefore, it can be concluded that action of CA Shubh, okay, is valid or invalid? It is valid. I think half of you went wrong. I mean, correct clause, but council guidelines, I think you left off. If a similar question comes herein, you will understand. Tettano, are we clear till now? Okay. So take rest. Which question was this? 3. Can we go to 4 in 1.5 minutes? So guys, chit chat time. 1 minute. Talk something, no, other than this. If you leave me, I'll talk advices only, please. Ask me something. Make maximum mistake. Maximum mistake now, Kata, not for the exams. Okay. Where is that Niveda? Ajujo. Ma'am in NBFC. Yes. 2 conditions is and Malni. Both. Financial income and financial asset. Both. Correct. FI is financial income. Advices. Okay. Last I'll give you or after next question. Okay. Can you say Q4? Thank you, Kuta. Others? Come on, run. Q4. Discuss the reporting responsibilities of auditor under CARO. 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 Wherever you go, I'm here. That's CARO. In financial year 23-24, Candy Limited decided to upgrade its registered office located in prime spot in Bangalore. As a part of this upgrade, company sought to acquire an adjacent plot. Who is the director of the company? Initially, he was hesitant to sell, but he was persuaded to transfer the property in exchange of a larger plot owned by Candy Limited. This plot is located nearby street, double the size. Satisfied with the exchange, Siddhant agreed to transfer and it was completed. Clause 1 to 21. Think and say which clause? See, director, land, transfer, exchange. Okay, others, can you give me a reply? Clause 1. Why Aksha clause 1? Clause 1 says about PP Kutta, whether it is name of the company. Here it is in the name of the company, he's just transferring. At a director, when you see, it's a related party. No worries, related party. So related party, look at our chart, clause 3, clause 4, clause 15, 13 and 15. Here, it's not clause 3 loans, neither clause 4 loans. It is either clause 13 or 15. 13 is transaction, 15 is non-cash, which is more apt. One land for another land. It is non-cash. So it is clause 15. Prema, not 13, it's 15. Okay. But I'll show you the answer after reading. This is question 3A, part 1. This will be for 2 point. How much marks? How much marks? Marks they didn't write. 4 marks. Okay. So this will be 2 marks and this will be 2 marks. 2.5. I'm sorry, 2.5, 2.5, 5 marks now. Okay. On 15th May, TDS survey was carried out in the premises of SSO. The survey team pointed out certain lapses. Non-deduction of TDS. The company has not deposited the demand and did not filed an appeal. Which clause? Clause 7. Is it disputed or undisputed dues? Clause 7 has 2 parts, disputed and undisputed dues. They filed an appeal. So it is disputed. Or what you have to report? Amount and forum. Both the questions together, 1 and 2. 5 marks. So 2.5 each it will be. So I'll show you the presentation. Yeah. Can you say? Reporting under CARO. So put a heading, reporting under CARO. Then, I've said many times you should start like this. As per para 3 of CARO 2020, clause number. Now, 2 clauses you have to explain. It's either clause number 13, where compliance of 177 and 188, and clause 15, compliance of 192. Both these clauses you'll write with explanation. Then you write facts of the case. Then you'll say, since it is exchange of land, it is non-cash. Hence, auditor has to report under clause 50. Second question, it is clause, which one was that? TDS, clause 7. Then you'll explain, undisputed dues, report if it is more than 6 months. And disputed dues, report the amount and forum. Then you'll write facts. It is in the nature of which dues, guys, because they filed the appeal. It's a disputed dues. Therefore, it has to be reported under clause 7B. Amount and forum of dispute. Okay, Anna. Now, am I going fast? So can I have your reply by saying B, 4B? Some people will find that question familiar, not similar, not the same actually. Seriously, while seeing this MTP yesterday night, I was so happy. Okay. Sorry, read. One of the independent directors sought information regarding appointment of internal auditor. So which section came to your mind? 138. They have given in cross 3 company. Listed, public, private. Have you seen somewhere? Reply. Last. Workout we did no, but answer is not same. I mean, question is not same. I mean, figures are different. Can you say for which all company internal auditor has to be appointed? This is listed company. Listed without even second thoughts applicable. Third, public company. A public company ke 4 points. Deposits at 25 crore. Here it's only 24. Capital 50 crore. Here it is 60. Turnover 200. Here's only 100. Loan should be 150. Now, out of the 4 condition and the aura, any of the one condition satisfied, you have to have internal audit. Here, more capital is more than 50. Hence, applicable. Third, private company. At a private company care, 2 conditions, no? Turnover 200, only 180. Loan 100, only 80. Equity we need not see. So here, not applicable. Not applicable. So how will you present? At a present, you're right. As per section 138, read with Company Accounts Rules 2014. You'll write listed company, unlisted public company. 4 conditions. 4, I'm not writing. Private company with 2 conditions. In the given case, for each of the company, you have to explain. 5 marks question, no? Explain. XYZ turnover is below the limit, loans and borrowings is below, deposits is below. However, paid up capital exceeds 50 crore. Therefore, applicable. I'm sorry. That's for second company. First is listed company. I'm sorry. First is listed company. So, irrespective of the limit, it is applicable. Second, I said. For third, private company, only 2 conditions. Turnover is below, loans is below. Not applicable. Don't simply write applicable, not applicable. Explain why it is applicable, why not applicable. Then conclude. Therefore, it's concluded that XYZ and M&M Limited has to appoint internal auditor, but GFG need not appoint the auditors as per above provision. Are you getting the point? So can you say C? I'm sorry. I thought I shared the screen. C. After C, I'll give you rest. C. Pitch Limited requested CA, Ungud, a practicing CA, to digitally sign the form related to resignation, along with the resignation letter upload in the website. Signature was simply copied and pasted by another director. CA Agnat, without verifying the genuineness, signed the form. He should have verified and signed without even saying he signed the form. So which clause of PE it will be applicable? Very good. He's a CA in practice. He should have seen and signed. He didn't see. So it is clause 7.1.2. Will 2.1.2 will come? No, because it is nothing related to financial. Will 8.1.2 comes? No, it's just signature. No evidence. So it's only clause 7, 1, 2. So put the heading grossly negligent as per clause 7, part 1, second schedule. Write the clause. Facts. Don't you remember whenever PE clause comes, one sentence you should explain and write logic without verifying the genuineness of the documents. It shows that he did not exercise due care. So conclusion, therefore, guilty as per 712 of CA Act. Setano. Are we clear? So can you take rest? What news? Hungry? Veshakunno? Vasikida? Is it hungry? No. No. No, ma'am. Already we are eating on this side. Hungry for question next to my God. Had dinner so fast. What happened? Shari. If dinner update is over, may I know your proceed to Q5? Only Q5 and Q6. And I know time is going, but still, can I say the presentation and go or just discuss what you want? Okay. Come on, Unstoppables. Proceed. SPS and Associate as CA are the auditors of GREC. GREC is engaged in manufacturing and marketing of pharmaceutical goods. During the year 23-24, company has diversified and commenced providing software solutions. Wow. While carrying out the audit notice, company has expanded operations in the new segment. SPS and Associate did not possess expertise and infrastructure necessary for the audit and wishes to withdraw. Discuss what issues to be addressed. What? This is your keyword. Client relationship. Which topic related? Very good. It is SQC related, quality control related. In quality control, how many points are there? 6 elements. Acceptance, continuation of client, resources, ethical requirement, leadership, monitoring, team's performance. Which point is it? They don't even possess the knowledge and expertise. They don't have the enough team to do that with the expertise. They should not have accepted. So it is the first point, acceptance. So now they have accepted. So what to do? Tata, bye-bye, miss you, sweet dreams. Right? What? They will withdraw. Okay, see the format. Quality control. Okay. As per SQC 1, firm should have policies and procedure. I'm saying firm level. So SQC 1, whether to accept and continue the client. In that, 3 things they should see. First, integrity of client they should see. Pinnendada. Competence and capability of team, including availability timing. Pinna. Ethical requirements. See, one sentence you may add, okay? SC 220 is implementation of SQC 1 for the engagement. This much you'll write in the first. Then you'll write the facts of the case. That's the simplest one. Now, conclusion. Whenever you withdraw, okay, before you withdraw, always we say, discuss the reasons with the management TCWG as appropriate, consider the L&RS laws and regulation. Plus, many of you might miss this, please note, plus auditor shall document for future reference what are the issues involved, what conclusion, whether consultation, basis, and reasons for withdrawal. Therefore, auditor shall address the above before withdrawal. Simply you can't withdraw. You should discuss, consider law plus document. Now don't see the next question answer, please. Unless you say, okay, K, I won't proceed. If okay, say okay, I'll if not, say not okay. And did you think of this point? You should document also, not for future reference. 220, yeah. But better if you can quote SQC, because entire firm should have a policy, then only 220 will come. Better if it is SQC. Aksha. Any similarity of anything which we discussed? See, CAH was appointed as the auditor, a listed company having 3 subsidiaries. When you see subsidiary, 2 things will come to your mind. Component. So, CFS audit will come. One more standard. 600. The auditors were duly appointed for all the subsidiaries and branches. What should be the consideration and determination of materiality? How would you deal in the report if there were observations in component auditor's report? Haven't we seen this similar? Say, directly going to the answer, you'll put the heading, what? Answer you have to say, that's why I'm pausing. Materiality in CFS audit. First, you can start by writing essay 600 content using the work of another auditor, principal auditor, who is the CFS auditor. He is using the work of another auditor, which is subsidiary company auditor. While using, he will be held solely responsible. Therefore, should comply with the requirements of essay 600. First part. In the audit of standalone, materiality should be component-wise. That sentence, you understood? The line-by-line addition of component, no? So, in case of standalone, you will see materiality for each component. However, in CFS audit, and I wanted you to say in the flow, first, how much we did, you'll fix the materiality for the group. Then, see component FS or whether it is material, component materiality. There are companies which have 100+ component, whether which component are material. Then you will communicate with whom? Another auditor. From him, you will obtain a confirmation that he is following ethical requirement, independence, etc. Here you may give reference of essay 320 if needed. Flow okay. How much you did, which compounds are material, so communicate and obtain confirmation. However, observations of dash auditor, will you always include in your report? Observations of which auditor? Component auditor, will you include? Whether each compound is material, no. So here also you will apply the principles of SA 600. You will consider whether it is material and significance. Rahul, 600 alleda. Are you following? No, others also, can you reply? Why am I saying 4, Q4, not Q4, QC. Polama, Pogama, can we go? During the audit of Indo Limited, APO, CA Harish observed processing of data was given to third party. Third party, processing of data. Okay, I'll read the entire thing. Okay, what came to your mind? Third party outsourced. Which standard? Deepthi? Outsourcing. 402 and SAE. 3402. Indo Limited used a service organization to record. What factors should CA Harish consider while regarding the nature and extent of activities and how it will affect the audit? SA or SAE here? SA user entity auditor. SAE service organization auditor will give type 1, type 2 report on controls, objective and system. Which one? SA or SAE? Harish is whom? User entity auditor. So it is SA. They have asked the factors to be considered. The direct question. 4 factors are there. You remember that? I have not written the factors. I have left blank to say. What are the factors? So you write the heading audit considerations. As per SA 402, when obtaining an understanding of the entity, as per SA, as per 402, while obtaining the understanding of the entity as per SA 315. Why? To identify and assess risk and to respond as per 330. Following factors should be considered. I'll say in 2 languages for the flow. ഏതൊക്കെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റി ഔട്ട്സോഴ്സ് ചെയ്തു? അത് വലുതാണോ ചെറുതാണോ? ഇത് കാരണം whether there's an agreement and whether there is a proper coordination communication. What activity is outsourced? Come on, what activity, nature and significance of activity outsourced? It's materiality. Interaction between SO and service organization and user entity. One point I forgot. Whether there is a agreement, contractual agreement between SO and UE. So you have to conclude. How will you conclude? Based on the above, auditor shall assess the audit risk and take necessary steps. So this you can write it as the conclusion. Ma'am, why a conclusion? Because they have not just asked what is the factors. They asked what is the factors with respect to assessment of risk. So shouldn't you put a conclusion like this? One day. Q6 you can do by yourself, or we should do. You have to motivate me, then only I will do. Otherwise, tata, bye-bye. We should do. Motivate me. Say we will be successful. We will be successful. WWS, we will be successful. Oh, you're typing full. Okay. Half of the issue with the CA students, what I feel is, even which I lacked in my intermediate was, I was talking to those kids other day, confidence. You should not be overconfident, but at the same time, you should trust yourself. Okay. So believe that you can do. So you guys will be positive. At this point of time, negativity ആയിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ. More negativity will be there. Am I correct? Whether we can do, whether we will remember in the exam hall, whether exam will be difficult, whether we will pass, already 3 attempts are over. Negative. But what will happen in negative? I don't know whether there is a negative energy or positive energy. I don't know. We can't see, so I'm not a right person to say. But still, I feel there is something which makes you go is positive energy. See, if something happens, okay, we fell down. Okay, we fell down. Okay, I fell down. I fell down and I'm looking at my mother. Okay, like this, or my kid, or my students who have turned. Oh, ma'am, what happened? Ma'am, it's okay, it's fine. If someone comes and says, I will be happy. Are you, ma'am, all gone? What is this? Negative Allah. So just think, no, even in life we apply this. So in the exam time, if you guys are more negative, what will happen? Stress. Half of the time will go to tension. Yes, for me it's easy to say because I've completed, but you should remember that we also have come through the same stage, guys. So it's okay to be tensed, but let tension not kill your time. Keto? So try to be positive. ശരി മതി വാ രാവിലെ പെയ്ഡ് പ്രൊമോഷൻ എന്ന് പറയും വാ എടാ others 6A, can we go? 6A. You are engaged by Messrs. Viva Limited to examine the report of till now SRE, SAE, SRS didn't come. They PFI. The companies in the vision document describe various plans. What important matters to be considered while you in determining nature, timing, and extent of procedures applied? Is it SRS? Prospective financial information. Which standard? PFI. SAE. Which SAE can I know? Prospective financial information, 3,400. Now, how do you present? Objective of auditor is to examine, including the assumptions, and auditor has to submit a report. So one sentence you'll write. You put a heading. This is the heading. As per SAE 3,400, auditor shall examine the assumptions and give a report on PFI. In determining the nature of procedures, I think this question we discussed. One, actually, don't write these things for the exam. It's only for remembering. Whether the engagement team has the knowledge. If so, experienced engagement team has. Then, management's judgment, likelihood of misstatement. From what all sources? Whether management is competent. Another point, dash of the business. What of business? Stability. Now, don't write like this. You'll expand. Whether the team has the prior experience in such business. whether team has knowledge in doing PFI. When you write it in sentence, these words you can underline with the pen. Okay or no? No conclusion here because already it's said no need of a conclusion. They ask what are the procedure. What are the steps, what are the procedure, what are the matters to be considered. If it is like that, you can write 1, 2, 3. Just 2 more questions. Can you say 6B? Okay. Sri Limited is a listed company having its registered office at Mumbai. The company has installed pollution control equipment. The company managed to get pollution clearance by unfair means. Come on, guys. Any similarity anywhere? Still, there continues the breach. Unlawful manner pollution recycling. They got the pollution control equipment by unlawful means. The matter has reached to the Director of Finance, a chartered accountant. The Director of Finance, is it a CA in practice or CA in service? CA in service. Laws and regulation violated. SA 250 is only for practice. Here, how he is expected, referring the knockler. But it's very easy question. Come on. What's the point? First, knockler, you put the heading. Heading. Oh, okay. Knockler under Code of Ethics is applicable for both the CAs in practice and CAs in service. Then, knockler takes into account substantial harm both, unlike SA, which is financial, here both financial and non-financial. Now, you'll write the facts of the case. But there is a logical step here. Can you say? Accountant, the director should consider the breach, including imminent breach, and take the action as follows. What is the action? First, he should obtain a flow understanding. Once understanding how to address, you can't address yourself. Seek advice. After advice, what? Action. Whether to disclose to the authority. You will also see imminent breach. Very good. And finally, document. Don't write SA 250 here because it's CAs in service. Last question, guys. This much we have done. Can't we finish off in style? Okay. 6C. But always for the exam pattern, if it remains the same, 6C will have an internal option. Get off. So when you decide the 15 minutes reading time, read and decide. If you are choosing 6, either 1 or 2. Okay, Vicky is the financial analyst working in the large corporation. And I'll just leave the last sentence. Guide Vicky, what are the special aspects should be focused? No hidden liabilities. Which chapter? Due diligence. Chapter 17. It's a direct question. Do you want me to discuss? Okay, we have did this much. We'll discuss. And also put a heading. What will you put? Due diligence exercise. Heading, huh? Okay. Now you can write it in one sentence. Okay. Due diligence objective. It's a type of investigation wherein you'll do SWOT analysis for which you will analyze FS. In analysis of FS, did they ask hidden liability or overvaluation of asset? Hidden liability shall be considered as follows. Maklai, for the exam, you can write directly. Don't write like this. This is something which I put. So first think of contingent taxes, whether there is direct tax pending, if so, whether it's disclosed. Indirect tax such as sales tax, customs. Contingent liability, tax is over, sorry, tax. Now think of contingent liability like show cause notice received from department, letters of comfort of bank. Now think of people. Don't write a customer liability, labor liability, employee liability, society liability. And other. Don't write other. Lease, agreement to buy shares at a agreed rate in future. Say once more I say, don't write tax, don't write contingent liability, don't write people, don't write other. That is only for you to recall. You'll write in full sentence. 1, 2, 3, like that. Is that clear? Others, class proceed for the session. May I have your proceed? Or. Okay. What was that or? Why is the auditors of Stick Limited, a company engaged in recently faced material misstatements, leading to adverse opinion? Now management prepared summary FS, which is derived from audited FS, and requested Y to express opinion. What additional points you should consider in expressing the opinion in summary? Which essay? 800 series SRE, SAE, SRS usually divide into 3 parts. Planning, performing, reporting. Are reporting requirements. Which part they are asking you? Expressing the opinion. Only reporting requirements. Can I go directly? I didn't write, I wrote. Let us say, put a heading, some heading, summary FS. As per essay 810. Okay. When audit report on FS contains either adverse or, I'm writing the provision, adverse or disclaimer. And an audit report on which FS? Audited FS. Okay. Summary FS shall additionally state. First, state that audited FS is containing adverse and disclaimer. Describe what led to adverse and disclaimer. Because of this, it is very good. Inappropriate to express opinion on summary. Therefore, following are the additional factors that has to be considered since in the given case, it's an adverse opinion. That's the conclusion. Okay, Tengla, did you hear? With that, MTP1 comes to conclusion. But I'll wind up in 1 minute. My intention was, sorry, I took 2.5 hours up. Okay, that's because presentation I was concentrating more in this. RTP I did not concentrate that much, but MTP I was concentrating more on the presentation. Okay. So guys, I'm just saying, if possible, MTP of May, MTP1 especially, May 24 is there. Kindly go through. I will put it in the channel. Okay. The notes of this also, I will put it in my channel. You can download from there, or I'll put it in the, yeah, already. Which notes? This notes. You want this? Okay, I'll put, so just see the description. So guys, one thing, just keep going. I'm not repeating, just think of few things. Just say we can, we can, we can. നമ്മളെ കൊണ്ട് പറ്റും, നമുക്ക് പണ്ണ മുടിയും, we will do it, be confident. Okay. So at this point of time, I'm just saying one more thing. I mean, one thing I'm repeating, don't let yourself down. Don't let the negativity creep in. Negativity, it's very easy to do. Just think what made you hold so long. You have been attending the classes, you have been doing articleship, maybe articleship is over, and you have studied. It's just one more step. And last 1 month is very, 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 very crucial. Utilize that well, but at the same time, mental and physical health, take care. Whatever few things which you can do which may bring happiness, do that. Maybe prayer, maybe yoga, maybe sitting with the parents. But priority, studies, friends, outing, etc. Minimize. For the sacrifice you're doing now, you will be rewarded. Right? So with those words, thank you. Nandi, namaskaram, nandri. Okay. So take care, guys. I'll post MTP1 video, okay, in the group. If you have not gone through, if you have already gone through, it's fine. MTP of May. So, tata.